Merry Christmas, everybody. Well, we know it's in a week's time, or at least it will be for us Danish people who celebrate on the 24th.
Yeah,
weirdos. For those of you that don't know, I'm Helena.
And I'm Kelly.
And we are Speaker Insight, where we help speakers, authors and coaches to build a business on your terms. And usually every Tuesday, we do a teach. And today it's a semi-teach, but it's more of a celebration. And of course, we love to ensure that everybody is celebrating because, you know, running a speaker, author, coach business can be a slightly lonely business, and it's really easy to move on past the achievements that you've actually done. But this is the time of year to do that. So we thought, in a very festive way,
of course, in our festive Christmas jumpers.
Yes, indeed, shine and sparkle.
And I'm on the naughty list.
Yes, of course she is.
Always.
Of course she is, which is how it actually kind of works. Hey, Sarah, nice to see you. So for those of you who are catching us a little bit later on, you may well be asleep in some other part of the world right now as we're doing this live. Do a hashtag replay, even for the fun of it. Do send us your own Christmas jumper shots. We would love a little bit of that. But the biggest
Amy's loving our jumpers.
Oh, good. I'm very, very pleased. Amy, I'm pretty certain that you might actually have a jumper of your own at some point. So we would highly recommend that you do that. Now, in terms of the buzz in our business, we would love for you to celebrate the buzz in your business and actually celebrate, tell us some of the biggest successes that you've actually had in 2019. What are the standout moments for you? What are the things that you really do feel proud of and want to share with the world? Maybe you got your book out. Maybe you've been consistent like we have. We've done consistently Facebook Lives, 2 years of consistent content. We have not missed a Facebook Live for 2 years.
2 years.
Every Tuesday.
Well, sometimes it moves to a Thursday, but every week.
But every week for sure. Like, I think we've done a couple that have been out
Joseph
there.
doesn't have a Christmas jumper.
Oh, darling,
Well.
that's okay. That's all right. I'm pretty certain you probably have some Christmas glasses or something along those lines.
I saw you in a very festive
Yes.
gold chair when you were last travelling.
Good point. Good point. Well made. So we're just going to actually kind of lead the way in terms of the buzz in your business. What are you proudest of? What are you celebrating? We want to know. We want to, shout it from the hillsides as such. So we are also hugely proud that in our Connection Hub, which is the group that's associated with Speaker Insight, in the Connection Hub, we have 5,400 people and rising every moment. They are, I think Christmas is going to be one of those times. If I remember rightly, we had a whole hike of people kind of come in over the Christmas holidays. So I'm looking forward to hearing what that is.
I'm getting this before it goes.
Go.
Amy's super proud of her blog, turning 2 in early January, constantly posting Monday through to Friday each week. So she's
amazing.
And she's also got her whole content scheduled for, I think, the whole of 2020 now.
Which is almost kind of better than we are. And we're pretty hot on that kind of stuff. So, Amy, you're leading the way, my darling. It's very, very good to hear. One of the other celebrations for us is definitely that, we have completed and created our new online course called Power Up Your Purpose. We're really, really excited to share that with everybody in the new year.
We're getting people posting their testimonials that are beta testing it at the moment, and they're looking pretty good.
They really are. So we are really excited to share that with everybody. We definitely, bearing in mind that, we're shy, retiring, wallflowery type people.
I am. I'm the introvert in this relationship.
Well, it's kind of true. And both of us actually don't do an awful lot of speaking. And this year, we've both expanded out. So we've been on podcasts. We're celebrating kind of speaking on stages, being guest podcasters, and really just getting out and about a little bit more, So our invitation here is to recognize, where have you stretched yourself? Where have you stepped into a bigger stage?
Yeah, and we'll probably do this again in the beginning of next year.
Yeah.
But if you were with us in January, we did a word for the year, and actually our word this year was impact.
Yes.
Because we wanted to basically then, we've been building this community for a year then, which was all organic.
Yeah.
And then we were like, okay, now we still haven't ever done any advertisement.
Yeah, still all organic.
But we wanted to start getting out on other people's stages and do podcasts and things like that. And that was what we were doing this year, and that's what we've achieved. So we're celebrating that.
We're celebrating that.
Hey,
any more for any more?
So can you read this or shall I read it out?
Hang on.
No, that's good.
You go.
So Josefa said, the buzz in her business, the only thing I have finally created in my online JFI Academy, launched in November. Very proud of not only curating over 200 pieces of my learning content to help people prepare themselves for the best place in the future of work. It's been a labour of love, so much frustration, but relief now next year to sell places and get my very first paying member, which I hope will be the start of 2020. Are we sure it will be?
Congratulations.
Well done on keeping up the persistence of doing that and creating such a great product.
We definitely know and understand that. And for all of you out there who are doing that, you know, keep going, because it is so worth doing and you will love the benefits of it come the new decade, which I know I keep highlighting, and it's a new decade, right? So the other thing is that we're really celebrating kind of continuing to run and sell out every single retreat that we've run this year and the Connect and Create days. So for those of you that don't know, the next Connect and Create day, and we will be putting some dates out for you sort of by the end of this week, which is great, so that you know all of the dates for 2020, which is amazing. But the Connect and Create day is really a space where people in the Connection Hub can come along and actually work on your business, get creative with other like-minded, like-valued souls, and have a little bit of a 20-minute kind of like
consultation with us.
Consultation. I was going to say slap around, you know, sort of like, but you know, sort of, it really is your opportunity to work on your business, connect with like-minded people, and enjoy just being able to celebrate the successes and practice those pitches. You know, over the course of a year, we switch and change what we do. There are nuances that kind of move around.
Just honing it, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And so it might be that you want to come and hit the ground running for your year. So January the 23rd,
is our next one.
We'd love to see you.
There's
and
a couple
actually,
of spaces left.
I was just going to say, it's pretty much, I think about 6 spaces left.
Yeah,
so,
it will go before Christmas. So get
really
booked up before everyone gets in the party season.
Indeed. Nodding is
Kieran
interesting.
Might see us there next year.
Ooh.
He's just teasing again.
Yeah, you're just teasing. Yeah, we're going to call you a tease until we actually meet you. It's really that way. And the other thing is that we're really excited about, and in fact, actually, we're sharing this evening.
Yes, it's launching tonight.
It's really, really good. So Changemaker Central is the membership that we actually run as part of Speaker Insight, really helping speakers, authors, and coaches to manage their businesses, to really set the foundations in place, and then to manage their businesses, you know, into growing and thriving businesses. And part of that is the element that we are calling the Changemaker Central Business Tracker. And we are just so excited to make it fun to manage your speaker, author, coach business. Yeah. So for those of you in the membership, we're looking forward to seeing you tonight.
7 o'clock tonight. Get ready for all the gifts that are in store. Christmas will come early.
Ooh, it's good.
Perfect. So what we do, because this is our last week that we sort of clock off from today, we're still going to be active in the hub.
Of course.
You won't have any lives until the first week of January. I think it's the 6th, the week that we're back. But what we do today and yesterday is actually look through what's happened in the hub specifically over the last year.
It's really exciting for us.
I mean, everyone should be using their insights in Facebook.
Yeah.
To look at the most engaged members, to look at where your members are from internationally, the ratio of males to females, the age groups, all those types of things are the beautiful insights that Facebook gives you, which is one of the things that we love. But we also are keeping clocks on engagement throughout the whole year.
Completely.
A lot of you we haven't met, like face to face. A lot of you we don't know. And
some of you are still lurking, in which case come and say hello.
I love it when we're at events and people come up to us and they go, hey, and I'm like, I've never met you before. And they're like, oh yeah, you can't see us, can you, on Tuesday, but we can see you.
It feels like you're in our living room.
Lavna loves our sweaters. Thanks, Dad.
Thank you.
So what we do is we keep a track, and we've got, obviously we monitor everything, but there are people, every year we have 10 awards that we give out that are standard. So if you weren't aware of this and you want to win them next year, then look and see what category you might
listen out for it.
Add some more extra oomph to next year.
Yeah.
But basically what we want to do in this live is just celebrate you as our
recognise
hub members, and actually recognise that we're always watching, we're always grateful, and we want to just give back. Pile of Christmas presents here that we'd like to give out today. And so some of you might not be watching us live, so we'll tag you and you can watch the replay, and some of you might be watching us live.
Which might be even more amazing. So
these are the rewards of some selected members. We love you all, right?
We really do. We really do. And I have to say, so in recognition of, you know, it is such an incredible thing for you to all help to contribute to making the Connection Hub a place where speakers, authors and coaches can go, not feel like they have three heads, ask the really weird and daft and wonderful questions, present opportunities, ask for call outs and that sort of thing. And so we want to just recognize that, but also encourage you to continue to use it, because that's exactly what our intention was. And I can honestly say both of us didn't dream that anything like this would happen initially.
Not in the first.
Not in the first initial kind of bit.
We had our goal for last year to hit 5,000. We hit 5,500. So we're happy.
We're
right?
really happy.
But we need your help to take it to the next level, and it doesn't work without you.
Yes, exactly. So in recognition, the first award has to go to, because it's something that we honour more than anything. Nothing gets done unless action is taken. And so the first award is the biggest action taker. And that award basically has to go through to Odile and Steve Remmert. They completed, so inside Changemaker Central, there is a 90-day program. They completed that Kickstarter, got every module up for feedback. We do a thing called Feedback Friday, so you can literally put up any of your documents, any homework, and hone as you go, which is building a business one little bit at a time, putting those foundations in. They did all of it, and they then booked a strategy day with us, which was amazing. They're based in the state, in the central zone, but they decided just to pop over and say hello as well.
Just come over to say hi after we've done all the work with them. But they just do the work, don't they?
They just really do the work. And that really is what grows a business. That tenacity and patience and doing a draft version and not actually minding that they didn't get it right first time, because who does, right? And putting things up for feedback is one of the best ways to do it. So the award for Biggest Action Takers goes to Steve and Odile Remmert. Well done! Right.
So the next one is, and this has been quite obvious for me this morning already. So this one is actually for our best referrer. Now, this award is going to Michaela Brown. Quite an international one, this, because actually she is British, but she's based in Portugal. She's based
in Portugal,
But Michaela actually won, we do light bulb contests quite a lot, and she won our top referrer for that last quarter. But even this morning, she'd already referred. By the time I went online about 9 o'clock, I'd seen her tagging me. She'd posted in about 3 different groups about, you need to join the Connection Hub, you need to do this, just because she's a real active member, but she is constantly saying for people to come and signposting us to the hub and what we do here. And also she's put us in touch with great people that we've actually now got partnerships with and are doing, interviews with for our Changemaker Central, or they've been guests on the lives and stuff. So she's just a real great referrer.
And the thing about that is that partly why we actually select these awards is because we want you to actually take some of this on in your own businesses. Being an amazing referrer can actually be the thing that gets you recognized and seen, that allows you to actually be on other people's radar. We would not, if you would say the word referrer, Michaela is the first name that really comes into our minds,
and that's one of her skills and values.
Exactly.
In all the jobs that she does, she's there as that connecting piece. So no wonder that she has won this lovely prize. Should we pile them up over here?
Yeah, we'll pile them up. Either way, it's So we'll just watch that as we actually go. For those of you who have won an award, obviously PM us with your address, because then we
have it already.
The things, which is good. So this very next one is actually, so part of the intention behind setting up the Connection Hub is exactly to connect not only speakers, authors and coaches to each other so that you're meeting peers, but it's also to connect you with the supporting cast, the suppliers, the people who know all the stuff that you don't enjoy about your business.
All the professional services.
Exactly. So, so this has to go through to Steve Ockertall from SMA Digital. So he's currently on holiday in the States, so with the chances are he is not watching this live, but they really are our go-to people for anything lead gen wise. They develop amazing quizzes, the websites, the directories. There is really nothing that these guys can't do. Membership sites, we refer people onto them all the time because they're professional, they're on time, they're on target, they are helpful, they understand the business. Need we go on?
And they do all of our stuff, right?
Yes.
So we always refer people that we use all the time.
That's exactly
it. But
it.
they're at a drop of a hat when everything goes wrong. Even when he's in America at the moment, he's still
working. Right? And that really is one of the key things that we encourage all of you to really do. How do you show up and care in your business?
And remember, if you're not part of our directory, so other people can find you if you're a supporting service, make sure that you're listed in our directory. I'll put a link in there in a minute after I give out this next award. Yeah. But that's where you can actually be found by other people.
Yes.
So this one. So this one is actually our most engaged international member. Who could that be? So with the lovely Amy, we know is live and she's on because she's our most engaged international member.
Good morning, honey.
So Amy joins us on most of our lives and we love it because she joins us for her morning coffee across the pond over there in South Carolina. Yeah. And we love the fact that, we're part of her Tuesday routine and that and not just that she joins us on the live, she's really active. We always see your posts very frequently on our Friday feeling posts. You tell us about what you've done this week and what you're learning, what you're doing.
Completely.
But you also provide a lot of support for people in the members in the group when they're asking for things. I think my dog might come and join us because he thinks it's his Christmas present.
There's nothing sniffy in these, we promise.
So Amy, we would love to award you with our most engaged international member from over there in the pond. Yay! Are you serious? Oh my goodness, thank you.
Yes. So now, wait for it. You don't even know what you've got yet.
Well, we're not going to tell you what you've got because everyone else doesn't know what they've got either.
I know, right?
But we're going to put this in the post. I'm going to give you a little flash.
Flash. That's it.
So Pia Massey or dressed, darling, and we'll get this in the post. But we really appreciate having you. When you're actually doing lives and you're actually doing posts, it's without your engagement. Yeah. It doesn't make it worthwhile. No. We don't know if it's landing. We just don't, all those things. It's really important to have your feedback and your support.
And one of the things that I actually really want to say about that as well is, and I of course am going to say that, because again, as speakers, authors and coaches, what I would urge you to learn from Amy is that she has built a routine into her business and found something that works for her. And, that's not saying that all of you must come and watch the lives,
yes,
kind of with us and whatever. Well, in Kelly's world it is. But what we're saying is that what are the rhythms and routines that actively support you, and what are you choosing that helps you grow your business? I know for a fact that not only does Amy show up, she shows up, she listens, and she implements. And so,
every time we give out a new lead gen, she's normally the first one to download it from the lives, and then she comes and does feedback, a Friday feeling, says, I've done this, I've implemented it this time.
It, which is just amazing. So we, you wait until you get it. You'll be so excited. Not setting it up or anything like that. So that was most engaged international member. Now we have most improved Changemaker Central member.
So Changemaker is our membership program, remember guys?
Now, Tony Wynyard, this is for you. Now, this is for you because you have literally transformed. You came to our retreat, you had an intense strategy day with us, and you just are constantly working on the tasks that we've set in Changemaker Central, and we have seen you rebrand, reposition yourself to work with a much larger avatar that's much wider reaching than just the DJs that you just actually started with. And you've included kind of your purpose, your passions straight into the delivery. Your podcast is going great guns. Basically, you literally have taken everything, pulled it apart and put it back together so that you now have a business that is working, still developing on it, which of course is the ongoing thing. But you really have got a business that's working on your terms, which is exactly what we want.
And I think what's with Tony is that he is now at the heart of his business.
That's right.
He did stuff because he fell into it and because he saw a demand, but actually that wasn't where he wasn't owning, bringing his own personality and passions, as you said, into it. Like, how do I involve the health and how do I involve the mindset and all these things into working with, we're not saying he's the value catalyst because he's going through another rebrand. Because he's going through a rebrand. But he helps people with their charge, what they're worth, and basically have much more of a quality of life.
Yeah.
through what they do as a business.
And one of the ways in which that he's been doing that in terms of the improvement is that he also listens to feedback. You'll hear there's a theme that kind of goes on through this.
He asked,
and that was actually what I was going to say. So in the hub, probably if we did an award for the most polls kind of done, it might even go to Tony there as well.
King, one or the other.
Yeah, exactly. So it's good. What have you got there?
Okay, so this one is for our most loyal Connect and Create member.
Yes.
So what we mean by loyal is that we run averagely around 5 Connect and Create days. Is that right? A year? I have to check with the boss here.
We've got 5 coming up next year.
So when we say loyal, is the people that attend them the most. Now, Helena said about Connect and Create earlier, and I put the link in there for January.
Yeah.
But this is where people come together to connect, to get some stuff done, and to get some insight and some feedback on their business. And Tony's probably, I think he only missed one this year, but that's because Tony goes to a lot of music gigs.
Yeah, truly.
It's kind of, year, right?
He's got his balance sorted in terms of the rhythm, and I mean that literally as well as everything.
So if we do gigs in the Connects and Creates in the summer, that's not his thing. But so we love that not only does he use these days to get his stuff done, because again, he's a Changemaker member as well, but he helps to get some extra insight. But the other thing which Tony's done is he's brought his friends along. Right? So we've had people like Robert and stuff join and come along because he's gone, just come along, check these girls out and get some stuff done. And we really appreciate that. We appreciate that. Again, it's the referral thing. Yeah. But it means that, it's working for you and therefore you're telling your people about it. Yeah. But we always try and play a Prince track in the room because he's a massive Prince fan. So every time there's a Connect and Create Day, we have a music playlist going on and there's normally a Prince fan here. Yeah. So this is it's quite an appropriate present because of that
really
comment.
Is.
But this is going to be in the post to you, Tony. We've got your address. So thank you very much for your support. I know that you said on the promo that you couldn't be with us live, but you're watching this on the replay.
Yeah, which is really good. So we really appreciate all that you
are.
There's something I know. And it's really weird. Whenever I nod, I'm like, my head is still shaking. It's kind of weird, isn't it? We wore these at the Christmas party. And I would like to the award for worn the whole evening. I would like that award. In fact, I ended up wearing 3 people's.
I thought you were going to say the award for the biggest head, because these bloody hurt my head. And she says, they don't hurt me. You must have a really big head. Anyway, moving on.
So moving swiftly on to the biggest book success. So, I mean, this is a tough one, right? And we really are just so pleased to give this to Penny Power. Because she released her book, Business is Personal, this year, and it did really, really well by reaching Amazon bestseller status. And more importantly, that kind of led on to doing the TED Talk that she's done. But the biggest success in our eyes is absolutely that this book, she absolutely has used it to create a platform to kind of relaunch where she's at and a foundation for just a whole new brand, leaving behind what was and taking the business into what it's going to be, certainly for the next year, if not the next decade, which is, I had to get it in there somewhere. But what we really are proud of, and I remember this being launched, midwinter, like January, February time, actually kind of at Chris Day's Authorcraft evening, and then just taking it bit by bit further and further and
mastermind groups on it and everything now, right?
And so it just goes to show, so partly what we want to highlight with this is that your book can be at the heart of the whole of your business if that's what you choose, and it needs to be planned and thought out. And Penny's definitely done that. So Penny, congratulations, we love you in our world. And if you haven't seen it, check out the Facebook Live that we did with Penny, where she talks about a lot of the learnings that go on. I'm shaking this about like I'm about to give her own book back. That's not what's in here. Like, I'm suddenly realizing that it's like this is something entirely different. So congratulations.
But also for all of you, because as Helena said, it's really hard for us to choose biggest book success.
It really is.
Because so many of you have reached bestseller status, got so much stuff, had so much success. I mean, if you've launched a book this year, put the link, put the comments in Facebook Live so you can celebrate that, right? But what we were illustrating with this award is what she's done with the book and more, what the book has been able to do from her so that it can inspire you.
And it's that possibility. So what Kelly and I are all about, why we set up Speaker Insight, is really to support speakers, authors and coaches who are change makers. You are kind of what I'd call tree shakers, thought leaders, who are actually changing the world for the better. And so using your skills as speakers, authors and coaches, actually highlighting how you can get that out there in the world. That's what we're really doing here, isn't it?
Definitely. So our next one goes to our biggest Facebook Live supporter.
This is quite an interesting one.
And all the people here are going, oh, is it me?
Is it me? Is it me? And it could be you. It could be you.
I can't see who's on because I can see people's that are commenting. Comment if you're on, right?
Carolyn's here. Kieran's here. I don't know.
Commenting though. There's lots of people that are watching. So anyway, so this award goes to Bethan Bishop, right? She's been in our world from pretty much really early on when we started.
Yeah.
And she's done everything from Changemaker to Retreat to Connect and Create Days. But the thing is that she normally joins us live or at least watches our Facebook Lives on the replay.
Which is amazing.
Because she is a sponge when it comes to absorbing information. Yeah. And she's gone up and set up her own awesome group. And she's, replicating the same with a different theme, but the same energy and the same level of care and attention.
Yeah.
But what we love about Bethan is she doesn't just join us on the live. Yeah. She comments. She even writes us some messages afterwards going, I really like this bit of the guys. Could you maybe do another one on this later? So
we love that.
It's really helpful for us, for you to comment on the lives so that one, we know that our stuff's landing, that it's engaging with you, that you like the content, but so also that, we know that you can actually ask for stuff. Every week we do training and every week it's based on what you're wanting and what you're needing. And we would really love it the more that you could actually give us that feedback. Yeah. And also,
completely
comment. And
ask
she
for what you
shares our
want,
lives
right?
out as well.
Yes.
We love it when you share our lives out into your own community because the information, you know us by now, hopefully, is that we train on every single one. So there's always something you can do and learn from every single live.
And the thought occurs to me, if this is your first live that you've ever done with us, we don't A, normally dress like this, and B, normally we are actually teaching, because that's where we both kind of come
Kyle's
from.
just put it in there, shout out please. So we're asking people to comment.
There it is.
Thank you.
Woohoo. Thank you. So, we really do urge you to go. There are nigh on 100 training videos that absolutely teach you about all sorts of elements about being speakers, authors and coaches. So if you know that someone's struggling with something, the chances are that we've done a live on it, or we've interviewed someone else about it in some way.
Josepha's, we know she's on, right?
Yeah.
And she did this great meme in our group.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Like, actually, we're better than Google, is what she said. But if you've got a question about anything to do with speaking, writing or coaching, ask it in the Connection Hub first, because they're better than Google.
Yeah. So I'm sort of hesitating and kind of holding back from this one, because this was a tough one, right? This is the biggest speaking success, and so we had to really kind of step back and think about the criteria kind of behind this. And there are a couple of people on here who even kind of might well have made it. And it's like eek. And the reason that we've given this to Jackie Taylor, congratulations, lovely, is that you've literally been flying around the world this year, speaking in massive places, and on all sorts of media, like the radio, the TV,
BBC
the Parliament,
last week, wasn't she?
and Davos. And so,
is amazing.
So the thing about this is that, as I just said, we really are working to help you be the thought leaders and the change makers that you absolutely can be. And so it's for that reason and the impact on hundreds of people that, the topics that Jackie covers, and it is phenomenal. Again, we've done a nice live with her. Covers that really affect us all on a day-to-day basis, with data,
especially
with security,
with Brexit, right?
Especially with Brexit. We won't harp on about that. No. Moving swiftly on. But the things that absolutely affect us all at a key kind of foundational level around data, around security, around the movement of digital entrepreneurs, because of course that's what we want to encourage you to be. We are living in a global age, and as speakers, authors and coaches, that is our potential and our reach that we can do. So for the work that you do tirelessly, and you really are phenomenal at that, I honor all of the people who are out there speaking and changing the world. And in terms of impact, Jackie, this one's for you.
Okay, so our last award
dun.
is for, again, these last three categories are the hardest ones to choose.
They really are.
Because there's not so many metrics around it that we can actually measure. But this one is actually the biggest coaching success.
Yeah.
So again, nearly everybody on this live, right? You're all making massive positive impacts with your coaching, and you're all developing and learning. So what was the criteria that we gave this one on? Well, actually, we've given this one to Teresa Brooks.
Yes.
Because
congratulations.
Yes, she is a coach. She's quite an early stage coach, actually. Yeah. But what she's doing for coaches is phenomenal. Now, you might have seen my live with her last week, which was all about Coach Magazine. So this is a place for not only for coaches to go and get support and guidance and insight into the industry, but also for people who are looking for coaches to learn about different coaching styles, have a directory and all those types of things. And if you watch the live that we did, she has a real stand for coaches, right? About standards, about the ethics, about what coaches are seen for in the industry. So we really think that she is, upholding the industry so that coaching gets a really good name, because there has been things that have gone on in the industry that have been untoward, and people go, oh, I don't want a life coach because they're not trained and blah 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 blah. She really is truly doing the good for and the Coach Magazine is a real success. It's had about 2 editions out, and it comes out every quarter. Yeah, but it's well worth it. Yeah, it's already reaching international levels. She's getting people that are reading it in different countries and telling her. Yeah. So we really want to honour Teresa and say thank you for being a stand for coaches out there. Thank you on your own success of coaching, but also for being that support for all the other coaches out there. Exactly. And, again, as an example, sometimes, one of the things that came into this was sometimes we see a need, and actually we stop looking around at who is going to take up that mantle, and we start looking at ourselves and go, maybe it's me. And again, that's really what we love about the Connection Hub, is that each and every one of you has your own unique kind of take on whatever is happening in the world. And sometimes it's just obvious that what's needed is you and your vision made real. And that's exactly why Teresa gets this award, because that's exactly what she did. She just got fed up with something and just went, you know what? I'm going to take up that mantle, and that's really amazing. So, and I really love the fact that Kieran and Joseph and people like that are watching this are actually congratulating all of our winners. Yes. I mean, that just shows the spirit of the group, and that you are such a supportive bunch. We couldn't do this without you. No. We are always astounded that when people put questions and comments in, even though we're on quite a lot, you're there answering people's questions and support at the drop of a hat, and you're so wise and so giving that we couldn't do this without you. No, truly not. And it's that generosity that we, imagine now kind of, taking that into 2020 and beyond, and just really expanding that even more, because much as I love to say this, we are in the 3% of leaders. We are all, as speakers, authors and coaches, whether you know it or not, whether you've embraced it or not, we have all stepped up and are leaders in our own fields, in our own worlds, and it's our job, and I will put that onus on all of us, to really lead people into the next decade with that passion and energy shared with, around the subject matter that really matters to you. Yeah, and I think I'll reiterate something that Matt Haig, who's an author that I follow quite a lot, that he put out this week with actually, with all the political stuff, but just generally in life. Yeah. I think we're in a stage of evolution where actually we need to stop other people fixing the problems. Yeah. We're looking, they'll sort it out. Yeah. I'll wait for that person to be elected or whatever it might be. We're the people with the power. Yeah. and you're even being in that elite group,
Yep.
being change makers and thought leaders, and just
Yep.
being out there as guiding lights for people to give them clarity and certification on what to do.
That's it.
In these times where people are
Yep.
just like they're lost and
Yep.
they don't know who to trust.
Yep.
We need you to step up more,
Yep.
and we want to be your support
Yep.
to give you that strength. So you have a safe place to go. You've got a bank of resources to come to.
Yeah.
So you can be those guiding lights out in the world. And we really honour you for being those change makers.
Because it doesn't have to be a lonely journey. And I think all of you have kind of proved that over the year, that you've been, connected to each other and to us in this way. And we just want to say thank you so much for all of your support and interaction this year. And we're really looking forward to ramping it up in 2020. Like it's
Every year we
so
go better,
exciting.
right?
It's like, what else is possible? And how does it get any better than this? So we are wishing you the
like that,
best
Kieran.
holiday.
Conscious shift next year being the year of perfect vision.
Exactly. That's exactly it. Nicely phrased and beautifully done. So we wish you happy holidays wherever you are.
Yeah.
An
We'll be back.
awesome New Year celebration. We obviously, as Kelly said, it's not like we can leave you alone. It's our home, and we hope that it's yours as well. So, but officially we're back on the 6th of January. So have a very, very Merry Christmas or holidays, however you celebrate those, and stay connected.
Yeah. Have a good one, guys.
Got to bring my jumper to the off button. Hold that thought.